All right, C1x Road to launch. I already lost my icons at the bottom. Day 35 or 36. I don't remember which one I uploaded yesterday. Let's go with 35. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll say it's day 35 here. And today was the day I was hoping to get, there we go, the app submitted to Apple and Google for review. It is Thursday, August 21st. Still a bit under the weather. Yeah. What else? What else do I have to say? Not much. I'm going to try and knock out that list. Today is my birthday, which is what was driving me wanting to get C1X submitted today as a nice little reset into the next year. We'll see if that happens. This is the list to try and get through. A lot of it's pretty simple, but I guess we'll just get started and we'll see. See how far we get. Maybe go for a couple hours today. All right, so first item. Buttons on the scorecard view offset too far down when pressed. So I know this was an issue that I was finding on my smaller phone. It definitely is not the case on a bigger phone. I could raise it up a little bit, certainly. Let's go to, where's it at? App management, button designs, scorecard info, so it's right here. It's on this top pressed. Is that? No, not the scorecard info, sorry. Scorecard button. Got my drinkable soup on Dayquil as well, so hopefully that combination will keep me going for a couple hours. Oh, where am I looking here? This widget for dialogue. Okay. Base height. Where am I calculating base height? Am I passing base height? Widget screen height. Okay. They could all be raised up a little bit. So on height, let's go. Well, no, this isn't it. Sorry. On the is pressed. Here we go. Let's just lower them each by 0.001. See what kind of difference that makes. I think it will update live. So I'm at 0.11 right now. Let's go 0.2 just to make sure that I am actually. So this should be noticeably further. Yeah. Okay. So just to make sure that I was actually updating live. But I think that should probably be good. Very minor change, but I'll stick with that for the time being. And then if I test it on my personal phone, it's still coming down too low, I can find another way to go. I'm already basing the amount that it offsets on the height of the phone screen. So it should already be dynamic. That's not a value I'm hard coding in. That change might be enough. And I definitely had the room to play with on the bigger phone screen as well. So good there. What is the error here? No element. This seems like something random. All right, next, typing in distances on add course view. Let's get the software keyboard going here. Should have another container to indicate what the whole and par are while typing. Okay. Yes, that makes sense. Add course. Is it course info? No. I don't quite remember where I set that. It's going to be under that text field. Blurred text field overlay. Is that under app management? Text field management? Yes. Okay. Overlay stack. Backdrop filter. Center text field. Can I... So what I'm wondering is if I wrap this in a column, is for whole distances. Okay. Do I really not show it anywhere else on like when I'm changing a round name? I just move it up. Okay. On this, we just move it up. Okay. So just add course. That's the only spot I'm using it. That is fine. I'll leave that in there just in case I try to reuse this block of code. Avoid running into an issue here, but so that's what it looks like currently. I'm going to pass that to bool, and then underneath the center we're going to go if is for whole distances, and I'm actually putting this in the wrong spot. It's fine. We'll copy it and paste it up here. Throw a comma. Font sized box height 30. Give me another container. Off-white soft. Child. Let's go. This text. And then I need, yeah. I need that actual information. Okay, can I do something like this? Dot whole number is equal to 1. This dot whole par is equal to 3. Is that allowable? Int whole number. It's gonna make me initialize it. Can I do this? Yeah. Okay. Whole par. Okay. And then here, let's go do that. Good with the style. That's, need another one of those. Okay. If is for whole distances, I'm going to require it. Any issue with? I don't think so. Okay. So here I'm going to go is for whole distances true, whole number, whole par. All right, then whole number. Do I have a for loop in here? New course number of holes. Here we go. New course pars hole. New course pars hole. Okay. Oh, do I have? So here I need is for whole distances. Here it's going to be false. Okay, let's do a reset there. So I'm trying to add a similar container right above this that has the whole and part number. Probably need to adjust the style a little bit, but I just want to show the whole and par when they're adding a distance. Okay. All right, I don't like that. Center. Is that enough to move it down? Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't think I hate that. I think that's more or less what I was trying to convey. And then I should not have it here. Yeah, just type course name. Okay, I think we're good there. All right, and then this was a new issue that I just demonstrated. If a distance is entered on the out of course view, so let's say we type in 245 here, or show 245. If I then just tap the box again and then dismiss it, the distance resets. So it's back to 300. I don't want that to happen. So course name, number of holes, all right. On tap, final controller is equal to that. Text is equal to this. Hint text, new course distances, hole gets set to 300. On close, I do that. Oh, this is why. Am I already setting the new course distances to 300 though? I am. So I think I can probably just get rid of that line. We'll find out. So if I go to add distances, they're all already at 300. If I tap on it, go away, it's 300. If I set to 245, it's at 245. There we go. Okay. If I go 245 or 215, that's fine. That's hole 9, and then let's go back at distances. Okay, yeah, that was an easy fix. Just comment out that line. Not going to default it to 300. We'll just default it to whatever the value already is. So that way, if I change something to 250, and then I tap in and dismiss again, it stays at 250. It doesn't reset to 300. So that's been fixed. All right, on my version history here, I'm just going to call all of these improvements to course input for adding in course distances. Adding in course distance. Yeah, it's fine. That is fine. All right, next item. Units set to meters should auto set every distance for adding courses to 91. Currently, they stay at 300. Indeed, they do. Unit of measurement. Feet. Alright, so this should be the same thing, but they should all be 91. Let's just do this. Alright, let's give that a reset. Oh. Hold on. You'll have to do it again here. Have them in the wrong order. Now let's reset again. All right, adding courses, good there. Let's add distances. It's at 300 right now. Let's go set it to meters. $91, lovely. And now I should have, yeah, we should be just fine here as well. 95, okay. Beautiful. Should I include meters or feet here? That wouldn't be that hard to do. Course info dialog unit. So this return unit symbol is what I wanted. That might be nice. Let's go distance. Right here. And then here we would add return unit symbol. I might leave the unit on there. Just adding meters or the little apostrophe for feet. Yeah. Okay. So it's done. This is done as well. Now when people have the metric system enabled in the app, adding courses will default to meters, as they should have anyways, but that's why I do these debugging checks. I'm sure I'm still missing some stuff, but all right, scorecard summary during a round needs to have the same background color as the other dialogues. So that is me referring to this. I'm just going to make it the same white background as this one is, and this one is, and all of the other dialogues. So let's go open up the round scorecard view. Round scorecard. All right, way up here, way up. So that's the color I want. This is the options menu. return hole count, and we've got the row for par. I already have that set. And the other one is going to be for score. Return round summary brief. New file, and then background color here. Let's do that. So now it is white. I don't mind the dark colors otherwise. Might call that good for now. Very minor here. I think I'm going to make those corners a little bit more rounded. Yeah. Okay. Good there. Next. Scorecard needs to show the round score when the finish round button is showing. Okay. So we're going to try and improve. Where is it at? I have an easy one. Yeah, 6 holes. I want this to show more information. Oh, 6 of 6, par, score, throw in. So do I just want to show score? That's all I got right now. Let's go back to the scorecard. Finish round, label. If round is over, primary button. That is all I'm showing. Do I have in the overarching column, do I set a main axis size? I don't. I do align it at the start though. We can try it. Let's try wrapping this in a column. Let's throw a main axis alignment. Center. See if it shifts down. Does not. So instead, don't have screen height. Well, let's get it then. I do too have screen height. What are we talking about? Oh, constant value. Alright, whatever. Alright, and then let's add those just so I get the error so I can find it quick. I want to find where that text happens. It's going to be below this. Erase round, padding, text, return hole count. Okay. So let's copy that. Go down here. And then copy the text widget in. That works perfectly. And then here I want it to say score. Where do I have that at? Just current score. Okay. Can I show a number of strokes too? That would be nice. How do I do it in the round display view? whole, change distances. Below share. That's the gauge. So did I go too far down here? Around infographic content. So I show. All right, let's go to the round infographic. Work distance is set. No. Text. That's round courses. That's round names. So this is, excuse me, this is actually what I want here. Calculate total strokes per round. I can just do the score. Current score and then in parentheses. So I can grab this maybe. Calculate total strokes for round. And then instead of, this is what I want. Oh. I don't have user whole scores at that point. Can still use whole pars. I think I'm going to try just passing the normal shot data. Round information dot shot data. We'll see if that gets me there. Did. So actually I should make the score pop up here. That's what I should be doing. Let's take a step back here. Get rid of the text. And then up here, not throwing from, not there. Below delete. Return whole count. And I'm going to need to pass shot data to it. Return whole count. All right, and then down here, if round is over, I need to return this essentially. So I need list string shot data. I need string current score. Right. Calculate total strokes per round, whole par. So here I'm already getting pars passed, so we're just going to use these values. And shot data. And then let's go up here. I already passed shot data to it, and then I need current score. Yeah, so scores up there. Only happens when the round is over. Instead of score, should it say like final or finish? And then too much spacing there. Let's go 0-5. And then let's do finish. Still too much, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's just make sure. Let's birdie the last one. 7, 11 under. Is having the strokes confusing? It really only looks weird here because I put an ace in on every hole, and so it's causing the oh. I'm getting an error. I'll do last shot 1072. Let's try that again. We'll see if I get the same error here. I can undo here, right? But if I do this, it still works just fine. How did I get that error? I can't. I literally can't recreate it now. It is back to not doing what I want it to do, though. I did not want to troubleshoot this today. Alright, undo last shot. Shot data 0. Here. I hit undo. Shot data 1 does not run. Well, it should be, right? Huh. Because last index is equal to 5. Is this my issue? I'm not getting whole pars passed to it. So I'm wondering if I'm only getting this issue on the very last hole. And this one wasn't even an error, it was just, it should never say last C1. I always wanted to go to the shot before that. Yeah, okay, that doesn't work. then I clear the whole index. I'm not sure here. Works fine just there. How was I just getting C1? What am I? Is it? No. There. Now I'm getting C2. But I wasn't just getting C2. Undo. Now I am. If all completed options and last index is empty. Okay. Excuse me. I do 2, I do 3. Oh, man. Like, do I need some little final check here that just says if... What is last index at this point? If shot last index dot last. So really this should be if all labels dot putting locations contains shot data. Yeah, do that. Because I don't want it to end on C1 or C2. I don't want last to ever say C1 after undo is hit. Even though it just immediately did it. Let's just confirm the erase and start over here. What do you mean no element? Putting locations contains. It does not remove last. What is the issue here? I don't think I changed anything that should be affecting this. Putting locations. C1 or C2? There's not a C1 or C2 on there. No element. Right here. Oh, just because I'm checking it? So do that. Am I good now? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm good now. Is there anything else I want to change about this display? Now I at least remember why I was doing this to begin with. Let's just erase. I think that's okay. Oh. I go top. Round is 20, 0. A little more spacing below that. Yeah. I think that's okay. Let's roll with that. All right, showing the round score now. Next item was centering the finish round button and other. Let's go add this note first. More fixes to undo button plus C your score at the end of each round. Finish round button other widgets lower the view when the round is over. I tried moving them down to the center and I didn't really like that with that spacing. So I've still got a little bit of it, but it's almost too much here now. Maybe I just get rid of that, move it down a little bit. I think keeping it up is okay. If I decide to add more stuff at the end of a round, I can do it down here, but I could always, a thought. Let's try this real quick. Since I've already got it right here, oh, we don't like something. Huh. an idea, right? What I am going to do, final bool is for round finished. This dot is for round finished is equal to false. If is for round finished. And maybe I do the same thing for this. Is can I use that here? No. And maybe I just do something like 2. Just trying to minimize the size here. Be nice to show a little summary at the end of the rounds. That would be a good touch, I think. Let's undo here. Seriously? What is the deal? 1077. Not an inclusive range. Last index is equal to 6. Is equal to current whole minus 1. If last index is greater than shot data dot length minus 1, last index I guess to run a check in case I need it, but it's a little bit silly. I don't even know what it's trying to say the error is right now. But I'm over it. Over it. I don't know what the deal was. Why is that saying 3? All right. Why is this not saying anything now? is it not saying scorecard? Is for round finished is equal to false. If it's true, it's that. If it's false, it's that. Because I have these two flipped. Alright. Fine. There we go. Now, what is going on here? When I hit this, why is scorecard still showing? Because I'm not passing it. Okay. What do I call it? Round summary brief. Round summary brief. Got two of them? Why am I showing it twice? Oh, okay. So is for unfinished can be true here. So it should hide scorecard there. And then on the background color, round finished. Yeah, transparent. Okay, and so then now the only question is going to be why. Where is the user hole scores? Shot data in current hole, so it's not. Current hole isn't being updated. You could always just do a if is for round finished, current hole plus equal to 1. I just did, and then you were giving me an error. Do I just need to get rid of that? Oh, whatever, let's try it. We fixed it there. Did I break it somewhere else? Calculate user hole scores interim. Shot data current hole. Issue is happening on 111. So what, this is just not set up to. I don't understand. So if I do this, everything works perfectly with the exception that I don't show the final whole score. Let's just erase it. Test it again here. Yeah. Can I just shot data here? So I've got the full thing. User scores. And what here I'm showing. Score box and traverse. Let me print user scores. User scores is full as well. Oh. Then what the heck are we talking about? So this is working as intended. I just assumed that was where the issue was, but it's not. Score is equal to user scores length if it's greater than the index. Print index. That's fine for the whole thing. Index up to 5, whole number is equal to 6. Par user whole scores is greater than index. So it should be showing it. Print user scores. Come on. I don't understand what that printout even means. It's telling me that it's changing halfway through after a button is pressed. Just restart it. Good there. Erase round. Now it's saying user scores is only 5. But if I printed it out previously, if I printed it out up here, it shows the right value. That makes no sense. Scores pre. Whew. I don't know why it's being so slow right now. not the video that's lagging, it's my computer that is. Well, now it is showing a length of 5. Alright, give me the whole thing. Alright. So here I get a full shot data, I get the correct current hole, which is fine. User scores. Gets me that. So here can I do a if is equal to shot data dot length minus 1. Shot data dot length current hole plus plus. Can I do that? Let's find out. It's gonna work here. Let's reset the round, go through it again. I just want all the scores to show. Okay. Seems to be a good fix. Wait, yeah. Why is that saying scorecard? Am I losing it? Where did my change hole par go? Oh, did I never copy and paste it? I did not. I see what my issue is. Okay. I see what my issue is. Padding, horizontal 6, score info button. So everything else here should be the same. I think it's just the on pressed that I need to copy and paste here. Okay. I thought I was losing my mind there for a second. I was like, I know I just put in all that code like a week ago. Where'd it go? It's right here. All right. There we go. There we go. Oh, nice. Works. Undo. On the T, it's par 4. Eagle, yeah. Okay. I think we're working now. That was a struggle. Let's go do one final check with a longer course and make sure that I'm not about to destroy something here. Testing 36. It will scroll, so we should be fine there. And then I guess, yeah, that's what I was worried about. Oh, that's what I was worried about. Okay, so here, what I can probably do around summary brief is we can wrap this in a, this might be a good little ChatGPT exercise. Oh man, I was feeling pretty good at the start of this video. I'm struggling now. I'm gonna give this to ChatGPT and then go step out and blow my nose. Alright, I had to make some water too. Yeah, single child scroll view is what I was expecting there. Just do this. I probably need to add a sized box at the bottom of this. Height 50 maybe. We good now? Maybe. It is being really slow right now. I don't know what the deal is. Let's try to close a couple things out here. There we go. Scrollable now. Undo. So it should not affect this at all. Perfect. Should only be on here. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I will go ahead. We'll add a just a height of 10 there. Little spacer just so when I scroll up, there's a gap here. I don't want it to touch the button. That'll do. And should only happen on a 36-hole course. So if we do this, I go to the fort, which is 18 holes. Should still be good here. Yep. Yeah, not scrollable. I get the nice breakdown here. So only on really long courses will that be an issue, but we've now accounted for it at least. So I think that's good. Next, hole breakdown. How many more do I have? Oh, not many. Okay. Hole breakdown is cutting off distances for 4-digit numbers. Can I check the length? It is not here, but it is on a smaller phone, I guess. I wrote it down, so I know I saw it. I do remember seeing it. It's just hard because I'm testing it on a bigger phone. I don't want to wait right now to let the smaller simulator boot up. So the thought is that I just make whole breakdown card. Build whole number. What do I... Whole number is what I use for the distance. What happens if I just make the padding there smaller? Nothing, right? Yeah. That's probably a helpful solution on its own. So this is the widget I'm using to build that whole number cell. If I come down here, or to build the distance cell, excuse me. Whole number, par, and then distance cell here. Distance true. So bool for distance. For distance 16 versus 18. Let's go var font size is equal to 16. If for distance if is there a way to check the number of characters? If I have a string, is there a way to check the number of characters? Is it just dot length? Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. If text dot length is greater than 3, else font size is equal to 18, 16, 14. maybe. And then I just use font size down here. Okay, let's do a reset. So we should be making the 1050 on hole 12 there at Northwood Black look smaller. Definitely is smaller there. I moved the padding to 13 might be a little too small. Go back to 14. All right, I think I'm gonna roll with that. That'll be an okay enough fix. I can always double check it later, but the decreased padding along with the font size is about as good as I can do right now without making it really small. I don't want it to get cut off, but we could also, which maybe it would look, it would be a better option here, is if I do like overflow ellipsis. So nothing here should overflow. But that way, because what was happening on my phone at least is for a 4-digit hold distance, I wouldn't get dots or anything. It would just only give me the first 3 digits. So if I looked at this number, it would just say 105. And so adding the overflow, it'll at least give me the just the 3-digit number. Let me pause real quick. Oh, I'm in the middle of possibly making a career change as well, and that was a phone call I couldn't quite miss. So, where was I? So yeah, now adding the overflow, I'll get the dots. If instead of it just cutting off digits, it'll give you the 3 dots to indicate that it is overflowing, just so you can tell that you're not just getting the wrong number. But those changes should be good, I think. So I think we're fixed there. Next items are on the stats filter, and man, I'm gonna do it. I just don't want to do it. I think this is gonna be the most involved out of all the fixes here. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it won't be bad. Let me go to the filter dialog. Let's close this stuff out. So I'm going to, below is a dialog view for filtering out courses and a time frame in C1x. Oh, I didn't copy the code. Okay, so instead what I want, let me go to the all stats view here. Filter dialog. So currently, clear filters selects all courses. Courses regardless of time frame. What I want is to have clear filters. Actually, clear all selections. And add a new button that is, or no, this should actually just be a, I could probably accomplish those in a single button. If I put select all here, is it clear that you can tap it to both clear and actually select all? That it'll clear them all as well, I guess. Have this button say select all, and it will toggle both selecting all and deselecting all every other time. Since this will be the new text button. I like that actually. Toggle the label. That is good. So this. Okay. That is working. And then the new text button. shouldn't hinder. Alright, so you can select all, you can deselect all. I don't think I want it to default to all time. Thought surely that would break something. Okay, so I think I'm good here. I think I'm just going to have that select all and deselect all. I don't think I want it to default to all time. Should just be based on courses. So I'm good there. Apply on the filter should be deactivated if no courses are selected. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do this instead. Filter. So nothing changes unless apply is hit, right? Apply and cancel should probably be flipped. Let's do that real quick. Do I want it to be... So I have two options, right? I could either prevent the user from ever applying a filter where no courses are selected, which just means that I null this button out. Or I could let them apply it and then just make it pop up a menu that says, you didn't select a course. I think that nulling the button probably makes more sense. That'll be more immediately recognizable to the user. So apply on the filter dialog. Should be null. Let's go to my add a course view here, just because that's where I know that's the null button logic I've been using, which is this essentially. All right, so on course pressed. How would you check in this code if no courses are selected after pressing the select all? Just if it's empty. Okay. Okay. Whoa. What? In this code, after hitting deselect all courses are removed. I can then select an individual course, but when I deselect that individual course, courses are selected again. that check. Okie dokie. 5 rounds, deselect all. There we go. All right. So that looks nice. All time in the filter should not auto select all courses, only pull all time stats if both conditions are met. Yeah. Why am I checking the filter for all time here? I'm not. I'm not at all. Hmm. I'm just not filtering it at all at the moment. I'm only checking the all time at the view level, not when I'm filtering. I could check it when I'm filtering, but if all time is selected, filter round IDs is just going to be all of them. So I'm just auto calculating it anyways. Which I don't know, I could have just made the app calculate the all-time stats every time. I just thought that would get pretty inefficient down the road. Would not feel like a very scalable solution. Is this as simple as, if I do, is all-time stats needed false? And then here, do I already have a variable for this? Var all-time stats selected is equal to false. And then all-time stats selected is equal to a result. Okay. I could default it to true up above. That would probably be a good idea. All time stats selected, true. And then down here I can go ignore this and then do and all time stats selected. It could just be one item, but this will work. And then I just need to apply the logic up here. Give me a line of code to check if all courses are selected and the time frame is set to all time. Okay. If this bar all time stats selection made is equal to false, all time stats selection made is equal to true. That's what I want to return down here. Throw them here and here. Okay. All time, all time, all time. Filter dialog. Initial time frame. Where's time frame at? All time. So maybe I make it 5 rounds. Just give me a reset here. Oh, I don't call a space, do I? No, or no dash. I do call a space. Okay. All right, so I think I'm good. Or I guess I was messing around with the other stuff, and now I'm good to work on my next item. We're not doing this prompt. And so the last thing is the all time on the filter should not auto select all courses, only pull all time stats. And then all the all time stats view, else I do stats calculations. And then here can I do if all time stats selected. If false, then I will update the stats calculations. think that should be okay. And then I can just get rid of that. Might be an easy enough fix. So making it so that selecting all time in the filter does not auto select all courses. That was goal number 1, although it is disabling them. Oh. Let's do that. I have the same issue on that button. On the text button. Yeah. So I'm not going to disable it at all. Same thing for all time. If I only do one course though, it is still pulling. Okay, change of heart here. This is not going to be 5 rounds. This is going to be time frame. Let's do a reset. And then I've got to figure out why that filter wasn't actually working. So here, if I go to 5 rounds and I only select Eureka Temp, I get 2 rounds included. But if I go all time at Eureka Temp, well, no, that still shows 2 rounds. Is it because I clicked out of it? Like, was that my... That seems to be my issue. It's working just fine right now. So this way I'm only calculating new stats if all-time stats isn't selected, which is the whole point. I don't want to do those calculations. If I'm showing the all-time stats, that's for the sake of speeding it up a little bit. I think we're good now. I think. I think those should probably say like last 5 rounds, last 20 rounds. Last 5, last 20. Alright, did there, and then here. Need to update these as well. Last, and last. I don't think I'm using those anyways, but just in case. Let's do a little reset, make sure those are carrying through, no issues. I think so. Okay. I think I am good there. I think we're done with the round filtering improvements here. Quick recheck of all the tutorials. Alright, we've got 6 of them. Ooh. Okay. Welcome message. Welcome to C1x. Disc golf stat keeping reimagined. Tap courses to edit. To add, edit, and delete courses. Tap start round to start scoring a new round. An example round is shown here and will be replaced by the first round you score. You can reset all tutorials at any time via the app settings. Simple, good enough. Alright, what was next? We've got add course, preset courses. Add a course and preset courses. Alright, add a course. Courses. Courses can be quickly added on this screen. To view your current course list, tap my courses. To view a list of courses available to download the app, tap the on the top right. And then I probably want a use the toggle at the top to add hold distances if desired. Hold distances will not affect your stats. I can always just, we can make this easier. Just reset tutorials. Tap courses to add, edit, and delete courses. Start round. Okay. Alright, and then I just added this. Use a toggle at the top to add hold distances if desired. Hold distances will not affect stats. Okay, I think that's good. Preset courses. This is a list of courses available to download. Yep. Tap it and then tap add. That one's fine. Let's go back to tutorials. Alright, next up is all stats. This view displays combined stats for all of your rounds. Yeah. To filter which rounds are included, use the controls button up above. I do want to change the phrasing of that. Let's go to all stats. Use the filter button up above. Did my other ones have periods? Let's period. Period. Include visuals of your stats compared to pros on tour. Compared to touring pros. Alright, and then here, to learn more about a specific stat, just tap on it. Use the filter button up above, and then just tap on it. Okay, I think I'm good on all stats. Back to tutorials, we've got all rounds. So all the rounds that you scored using C1x, tap on a round to see its info. Filter the view by courses, round names, or locations. Can I filter by location still? No. I did take that out, so let's go remove that. Filter the view by courses or round name. All right, and then I did not do one for the round display view. I think I'm okay with people just learning here that you can tap on them. I'm already mentioning it in the tutorial for this view, so that's fine. And then the scorecard. This is where you'll score rounds in C1x. Let me open up the scorecard view. Score rounds in C1x. Period. Use the buttons below to indicate where each shot lands. You might be prompted for additional information on shots required. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I'm not including all the information, but tap around and you'll figure it out. The trash delete button can be used to undo shots. The delete button can be used to undo shots entered incorrectly. Okay. Tutorials are good, I think. Fairly simple. I just wanted to double check the language on them. Done. Tap on stats to get an explanation. I just did that in the all stats view. All minor improvements and debugging is done. Minor improvements to the tutorial messages. Improvements to the filter dialog in the all stats view when sorting between courses and time frames. We'll call this one quality of life improvements. Okay. Other item was to verify that the database was working. Do I remember how to do that? I don't know that I do. Well, is there anything else I want to do in the app before I do this? Clean up my code base. I don't necessarily need to do that on video. That's something that I can pretty quickly. So that's just, like, literally this is going to be me cleaning up the code base. Delete. And delete. Done. So down to 281 from 287. That's going to be the extent of what that activity is. So I may not do that on video. I can probably verify real quick that the database is working, which is actually going to involve me opening up my website. How do I... Oh, hold on. All right, I do have to remember how I do this. So, leave ChatGPT open because I'm probably going to need it. This is my website, and I have. I need to write this down actually. I'll do it on a sticky note right now. There's just a function I have to run to check. Firestore reader. I'm gonna take this off video for a moment just because there might be something here that I don't want to share. All right. Once I figure this out, I'll pull it back over. I think I already have this. Have this file as well. Just need to Did I do this previously? I've already run this once, so this is just my code to go pull the counters from my database. Isn't okay. Website with and then what in here I do this. I already have that. Where do I have that? Okay. So now close that out. I can just go to this in the terminal. Let's kill the terminal, open it back up. That's what I want. And instead of your route, it's going to be API admin shards route.js. Oh, I just use route. Counter equals sharded counters. I feel like I got an issue here with the quotation mark. Oh. Like that. Oh, I have to go open it up. That's right. Did I? I feel like I made a note about this at some point. I may not have. Open up security on Firebase console. So I can go to this. I'm doing all this off camera, so sorry for that. But the whole point is making this thing secure. I can probably show this actually. So here's what my counters look like. We're just going to go to the rules and paste. So now that I did that, can I thought that was going to work. How was I doing this previously? I did all this once. I don't know what those are from. All right. My collection names are things like rounds, score, aces, birdies, etc. Will this not work? I'm getting unauthorized though. But I did just relax the rules. Okay, this is, I think, maybe what I was thinking here. Definitely progress made. Okay, so hold on here. Some shards, where's that at? This. All right. It's running locally. It is running locally, but I'm getting this output. Shards total. Weird. Okay. Fixed it. Open up rules and terminal on versus code. Run node some shards JS. Perfect. All right, so that's what I need to save. Long-winded here, but this is now the output I get. So this is all of my values there. And so I wanted to test this by what are we at? Global courses added is 3 right now. If I go to my personal phone and add a global course, do I get 4? Okay, just added it. Global courses added is now 5. Uh-huh. Why is that? So what is it, 7 now? No, it's 6. Why was it at 4? I went from 3 to 5 to 6. Can I add another one? It's at 7. So it's manual courses added is also getting incremented. It looks like there was some like resetting thing to get to 5. Like these were just outdated values. Every single thing got incremented by 1. I don't understand that. I ran a couple of tests where I printed all the values once, then added one global course, printed again to verify that it was working. It seems to be working now, but on the first go, it looks like something incremented every single value by 1. Any idea why? Okay, well, it seems like it's working, which is great. I do need to figure out this writing issue, where like every single value here went up by 1. Pars went up by 3. Birdies went up by 2. Aces went up by 1. Holes played went up by 6. I'm not sure what's going on there. So that is something to figure out. But this is the code I'll need to run to check these in the future. The database is working, but I am going to hold off on checking that item off until I can verify that it's all working. Firebase. On global courses. Alright, so I'll drag this back over here now. This is a line of code I'm using to increment the global courses. Firebase tracking increment. would this write to all of my counters? My issue is not that multiple shards are getting written to, but that all of my counters got written to. Actually, only most of them. A couple didn't. Even though I only called one of them. I don't know what the deal is there. It seems to be working now. I just don't understand why. I'm gonna check that off. I think the database, we were at least getting the indication that it was adding just one to the global course's value. I was testing it multiple times. So that seemed to be working. But that first write, it just, I don't know what was going on there. I'm gonna have to double check that again, which is probably just going to be me writing values again. Maybe resetting all of the shards and then trying the write function again, seeing what happens. So still a little bit of troubleshooting there, but once I fix that, C1x is done on mobile. So I've at least got the code part finished. I'll finish the database off video. We'll see if by the end of the night I can get them. I'm not going to get them submitted by the end of the night. That's a pipe dream. End of the weekend, I'll have C1x submitted. But basically version 1 is done. So that's exciting. A couple things to do off video. We'll do the database testing, clean up the code base. And then I might try and record a video of me putting together the store graphics. Doing the final submission. We'll see. And once we have that, I mean, I guess it'll stay as the Road to Launch series for a little while, but I don't know what we're going to do after that one. All right, well, all of the minor tasks done with for today. Database testing coming up. And then C1x is ready for launch. So I'll wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.